What? Fuck. Okay. There we go.
Come on, quit fooling around. Hey, wait up! We're here. All right, we're here.
Oh man.
What is this?
I'm so fucking tired.
It looks like a church.
This is Kisana's place, basically. They call it the cathedral, and it's the center of all Eden.
Yo. What's up?
This is where Kisana deals with the people's requests, makes decrees, and all that government shit. All those folks lined up, they're waiting to see Kisana. Every day, she gets hundreds of people coming to her for advice. And she really listens to them. All of them. They wouldn't be calling her the Holy Maiden if she wasn't so devoted to making them happy.
That makes sense.
And over there, that's Sphere City.
A city within a sphere.
Yeah.
Ha! Real sight, ain't it?
What's this statue?
Oh,
Tattoo suit
that's
you're
Lord
not. Yeah.
Nadai.
Don't care. I don't care about
Kisana's
that.
father.
Life's a lot harder without him around. For everyone.
Sounds like he really was a great man.
And following in his footsteps ain't easy. That's why I gotta be there for Kisana, no matter what. But she's turned out to be a real leader herself. Pretty damn impressive if you ask me.
You're in love with her, aren't you?
Huh? Where the hell did that come from? Look, damn it, we're done here. Next up is a bazaar. Come on, let's go. Come on, this way. Come on, quit fooling around. Hey, wait up!
It's like, stop fooling around. Oh, wait up. Where am I going?
I'm so happy for you.
Come on, this way. Come on, quit fooling around. This way, Ken. Come on, quit fooling around.
Can't think of anything. Is it that time already? About halfway done.
What the fuck? Yeah.
This is the bazaar, Eden's biggest market. Looks like it's busy as usual.
There's a lot here.
Yeah.
They have more variety than anywhere else I've been.
People always gather up around good water sources, and they bring a lot of stuff with them. And when you get tons of people and tons of stuff, you get business. Just like it was before the nukes.
How do you keep the peace? This much food would have people stealing and killing for it on the outside.
Out there, maybe. But in here, we got laws. Kisana makes them, and the Watch enforces them. Burglary, mugging, all of it's punishable by death on the spot. Or prison, if you're lucky.
I see.
Right, one other thing. We got these coins we use to do business around here. IDL.
You have your own currency?
Kinda. They're internal dollar loans, since it all technically belongs to the city, so there you go. IDL. I mean, people can barter if they want, but nobody wants to carry all that shit around.
So how can I get some IDL?
I don't know. Got any valuables? You could probably sell some crap to get yourself started off.
I don't think I have anything worth much.
Well, guess we'll just have to get some from the people around here. You'll have to earn it, though. Do some favors, get some grunt shit done. Hate doing this after telling you to earn your keep, but here. It's from Kisana. Should be enough IDL for some food and water. Don't go wasting it.
I won't.
Well, that about covers it for a tour of Eden. What's your plan now?
Like I said, I'm going to look for Yuria.
Huh. So you gotta find your lady no matter what. We got a real Casanova here. Just don't forget, this city is not your goddamn playground. You go where I say you can go. And I got a beat on you wherever you go. You're not getting up into any shit on my watch.
Whatever makes you happy.
Stop on by. Hey, how are
How
things
long you
going?
plan on standing there?
Welcome. It's all fresh and delicious. Welcome. Come on, stop on by. Hey, how are things going? Welcome. Come on, stop on by. Hey, how are things going? It's all fresh and delicious. Come on, stop on by. Hey, how are things going? Welcome. It's all fresh and delicious. Hey, how are things going?
Come over here. More to go.
Hmm?
That's a lot of money to be walking around with, Grandma.
Please, give that back!
Shut up! This ideal's mine now. Don't worry, I won't spend it all in one place.
Hey! What the hell's going on over here?
Shit! It's the watch!
Freeze, asshole!
Are you all right?
I'm fine. But that was all my IDL. I can't even buy food now. What am I going to do?
So you need that bag. Wait here.
Huh?
Okay, I'm back. This is all my coworkers and talking about something stupid.
Pardon.
Knew it, old man.
Yeah.
Shit. I'll do it later.
Hey!
What?
Hey.
Hey. Huh?
Bastard.
What?
I was talking to someone. All my coworkers. Yeah. She's a girl in that. We talk a little bit off and on that. She's telling me about some college shit, and I was laughing my ass off because some fucking stupid bullshit.
Hey. What?
Hey! What? What? Hey! Stone Mountain Splitting Slash! Old Soul 100 Fist Rush!
You're already dead.
Old Soul 100 Fist Rush!
This game's so awesome.
Whoa!
Hey. Yeah.
What? What?
Take one, sup, boom.
What?
That's funny.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meh. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
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 Yes. I love this shit.
No.
Damn. Man, I'm getting fucking tired.
We're gonna finish this fire today. All good here. Let's take a break.
Oh man, I'm getting tired.
Here.
Oh, did you get it? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Kenshiro! The thugs told me everything! The hell you trying to do? Make the watch look bad?
I had to get it back for her.
This man took back my stolen money, Captain Jagre. He's done nothing wrong.
Lady, I need you to stay out of this. Thieves or not, you ignored my orders and ran off to disturb the peace. There's consequences for that shit.
What is that?
That's the alarm. The Army of Ruins here. We gotta get to the gates. The people could be in danger. You stay here and wait until I've chased them off. Got that?
That's the army he was talking about before.
Yeah, luckily I got that 90% more fucking damage. I'm gonna tear this shit up. Oh, damn. Save. It's probably gonna be a new game plus this game. I can't wait to play it. Play on hard, just tear everything up. I'm tired of that.
Stepped in something.
Come on! We're running out of time! Get moving! Go! Kyo's coming! And the Army of Ruins right there! Somebody get to the barracks and wake everyone up! I want all hands ready and armed at the gate!
We need more men on that side! Take position!
Kenshiro! What the hell are you doing here?
Captain! We've got a visual on the enemy!
Shit! That's a lot more than usual.
Who's that man wearing the mask?
Yeah, that would be Kyo.
Captain! 2 of the trucks have broken off, and they are heading straight into the city gates!
What?
But they're going to crash!
Fuck me! I want all the gate guards to get the hell out of there! Right now! What the hell are they trying to do? They're all a bunch of goddamn maniacs!
But
All of you, head down! Kenshiro, I got a favor to ask.
Tell me.
You gotta go tell Kisana about this, alright? She should still be at the cathedral. If they keep hitting us like this, we're screwed. Me and the Watch can handle things.
Ow!
Kenshiro, how can I help you? I heard Jagray sent you here for some sort of status report?
Right.
So how is the situation outside? It usually doesn't take Jagray this long to drive back the army of ruin.
The Watchmen are still fighting. The gates have been destroyed and the enemy's rushing the city.
What? The wall has been breached?
Jagray and his men are holding off Kyoto's forces as we speak.
This is horrible. If the gates have been breached, the people are in grave danger. So be it. Kenshiro, I suggest you evacuate as well. There's no need for you to suffer in our city's crises.
And what's your next move?
I'm going to evacuate the children of the city. I need to get them somewhere safe. Whatever happens, we must protect the children. I will endure the fires of war for them if I have to.
I'll make myself useful then.
What?
I'm in this deep already. No point stepping back now.
you're sure about to beat some ass. All ass beating. Have I got that 90% more damage? With 2-shot people. Excellent the gate. Stairs are the lethal enemy of Kenshiro. He walks absolutely slow as fuck. Come on, I'm trying to get to the fight. Oh, these fucking stairs. Stairs. More stairs.
Ow!
I don't know about the fucking mass explosion that just happened. Movie, fuck twat.
What the hell is happening?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You scared? There you go. Stone Mountain,
Shit.
split and slide.
God damn you! Let him go, you son of a bitch!
Now, how about you put down that gun? All nice and easy, friend.
Hold on, old-timer! Hang in there! I swear I'm gonna get you out of this!
No, Captain. Forget about me. You have to do what's right for the city.
No! He wasn't even resisting, you asshole!
No need to be crass about this. If you must know, my name is Targa. And Kyo'o's second-in-command deserves a little more respect. I own every one of you now.
Lieutenant of the asshole.
You don't own a damn thing! I'm never gonna take orders from you!
So you stopped a raid or two, and now you think you peons can stand up to the army of ruin. I'm afraid your little games are through, starting now. As of today, my friend, we own you. And your city, too.
What? Stop it! He's just a civilian, damn it!
You heard what I asked. You should put that gun down if you want him to live. So what's next to go? The gun or his neck?
All right, fine.
Let's shoot that motherfucker.
Look at that! What a hero, ladies and gents. Eden's own captain of the watch.
Hey! I did everything you asked. Now let the old man go.
Of course.
Hey, Gramps! Are you okay?
Yes, Captain.
Oh, I've gotten worse. Sorry about that. I was really aiming for his head. Captain, buddy, I know you're doing your best here, but that's just not enough. What?
Fuck yeah, do it, Kenshiro!
I've heard enough from you.
I see. And you are?
I'm just a man searching for someone who's here.
Kenshiro!
Down to the fuck up shit. Yeah.
You're on a little manhunt, are you? Well, at least this one looks worth my time.
I wouldn't try it if I were you.
Oh?
I have no desire to fight you.
What? Are you listening to yourself? This isn't a fight. This is an execution. You defied us, and now it's time to pay the price!
Garbage usually doesn't talk this much.
What?
I want to keep this entrance clean. We can't have trash like you lying around the place.
Well, boys, looks like we have a comedian. But you won't be laughing once they're done with you. Get him! Tear him apart! Yeah!
Killing the weak ones.
I'll kill you. Take this. What? My arm! What? Spine breaker! The hell? You don't even want to take this! There you go! Octo! Fist of Penitence!
You've got
I'm sorry!
impossible.
You scared? I see! There you go! Christian! I'll forgive you! Steel shredding clench! You don't even want to fight! Stone Mountain splitting slash!
Well, this is new. That's quite a style you use. What's it?
Hokuto Shinken.
Really? Never heard of it.
You can have a demonstration for the last few seconds of your life.
I'm afraid you're the one who's dying here. But at least your bad luck ends today. I'll show you just how strong I am.
Impossible.
Dodge this! Try and keep up now! Dodge this! Dodge this! Dodge this! Come on! I'm too fast for you! Here it comes! I'll gun you down! Here! Ha! Try and dodge this! Now die! Damn it! Impossible.
Yeah. Fuck him up.
Looks like you were the unlucky one. You picked a fight with me.
How did you?
You thought that you were an ace, but you're just another joker.
Jagray! Kenshiro! They're all... Kenshiro, did you do this alone?
Fucking army of ruin, bastard! I will ruin you!
Jagray!
What was that technique he used?
Jagray! Please.
Jagray?
We have to take him to the medical clinic. Quick! They might be able to treat...
Got it.
Oh man, finger fucking hurts.
Stay with us, Jagray. Dr. Ihaku, What's wrong with him?
I've never seen symptoms like these before. He doesn't seem to have sustained any physical injuries. No damage to his internal organs. What in the world?
This is probably because of Kyo-Oh's technique.
Technique? You mean the martial arts he used?
None of his strikes showed any visible signs of harm. It's very similar to Hokuto Shinken. But there's no evidence of a struck pressure point. This style must be different.
Then what's causing Jagray to be like this?
It's likely his mind's been affected. Kyo-Oh's technique must severely damage one's psyche. At this rate, his psyche will soon fall apart, and he'll go completely mad.
Can you help him?
I'm afraid this is beyond me.
That can't be! All we can do is sit here and watch as Jagray slowly loses his mind?
Is there nothing we can do?
Perhaps that martial artist could help him.
A martial artist?
Yes. Rumor tells of a martial arts master who can heal any wound. He's said to cure his patients with one touch. I heard he once rid an entire community of its disease. They now call it the Village of Miracle. That man's name is Toki.
What? Toki? Toki's alive?
You know him?
Toki was a fellow disciple, and was very much like a brother to me. We all thought he'd be the successor of Hokuto Shinken. The accuracy of his techniques. His rhythm, his speed, his mental and physical prowess. He was truly unmatched. During the war, Toki was heavily exposed to ashes of death. Nuclear fallout. He sacrificed himself to prevent Yuri and me from being exposed to it. He survived, but was left with an incurable sickness. He gave up his pursuit of becoming successor soon after. The reason I survived, the reason I inherited the title of successor, it's all because of him.
I had no idea.
Last time I saw him, he said he would use what life he had left to save as many lives as possible.
It sounds like he may be able to cure Jagray.
Unfortunately, I've also heard he's currently a prisoner.
What?
I'm not sure. Judging from the rumors, I'd assume he was captured while treating the sick.
Then all I need to know is where he is.
Oh,
then
man.
I'll go set him free.
It won't be that easy, I'm afraid.
What do you mean?
Toki is being held captive at the infamous Cassandra.
Cassandra? No.
What's that?
The prison of death. No one who goes in comes out alive.
And Cassandra's warden is the mighty Uyghur. If we want to rescue Toki, we'll have to get through him.
I'll take Jagray to Toki then.
What?
You mean you're willing to go to Cassandra for Jagray?
Yeah.
Very well. I entrust this duty to you, Kenshiro. As ruler of this city, I cannot leave it behind.
I understand.
But please, save Jagray. And upon your safe return, I promise to tell you the truth I could not share before.
The truth?
About Yuria.
Then you do know something about her?
I'll tell you her whereabouts, and everything else I know. If you can save Jagray, then I will put my trust in you. Do we have a deal?
Allow me to accompany you. I may not be much help, but I can at least look after Jagray on the way.
I appreciate it.
In any case, you'll need a car. It's rather far, and you couldn't possibly carry Jagray all the way there. Unfortunately, all of our cars were destroyed in the Army of Ruin's attack. We'll need to repair one first.
All right. I'll help in any way I can.
Oh man, I'm tired. Oh, I'm gonna save it.
Hey, Ken!
Bad?
I knew it was you! I've been looking for you!
What are you doing here?
A lot happened after we split up back in Southern Cross. I mean, my car breaks down, I get caught by slavers, and almost get sold. Then the Army of Ruin kills them.
The Army of Ruin?
Uh-huh. They almost killed me, too. But I managed to give them the slip. It was a pretty close call. Then I secretly followed them here. The gate was blown to pieces, so I was surprised to hear your name come up when I was scoping the place out.
That's so.
So what are you doing here, Ken? Come on, Ken, you can't keep quiet forever. I'll do whatever I can to help out.
Why do you want to help me?
Good things happen when you're around. Besides, I think I'm a little better at negotiating than you. If you're gonna live here, I can help out. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Just like the good old days. So Yuria might be somewhere in town, and you're looking to fix a car to save the captain of the guard? Looks like it's my time to shine. Leave it to me.
Bad? What are you up to?
I'm gonna make you a car. In this city, building a car's a heck of a lot easier than fixing one.
You can make one?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's more like just fitting the parts together. I learned loads about this city since I was planning on building my own car here. Lots of places sell car. Should be pretty easy to build a car or two, so long as I get a hold of some. Also, if we fix up a rental, it's not like we'll be able to keep it. Having a car of our own will be a big help.
You're probably right.
Well then, let's get started. There's a store with the parts we need over that way. Ken!
Oh.
Ken!
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh. I got a lot of points to spend. I'm about ready to get off. I gotta work tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'm gonna get off now. I'm tired. I might talk a little bit. Oh, yeah, everything's doing pretty good. Work's just been working a lot. I gotta work one more day. Tomorrow's Sunday. I work Monday, Tuesday. Then I'm off on Wednesday. And me and my little girl coworker are gonna go hang out and shit. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna start hanging out a lot more now. It's actually really nice. We had really good conversations today. It's been really nice, actually. I kind of miss hanging out with her. We always have such a blast in that. I feel like she's really starting to, I don't know. Well, it's just really nice. Never really had a friend that was, very, like me. We're both psychotic, like, not in, like, crazy ways, but, like, we both kind of have the same, like, lifestyle that we're going through and that. It's really nice. So, I hope things get better than that. I don't know about relationship-wise. I don't know what's going on with that, but it seems like things are going pretty good so far. But yeah, that's basically what's been happening. That's working a lot of hours in that. Next month, I'm probably going to get my raise. I get my pay raise and get me up to 16, maybe more. I gotta wait and see. I know my GM, if he can get me up to 17, it'd be a huge fucking increasement. I can, you know, probably make, you know, 1,200 normal 40-hour week. I might always make more than that because this job, I don't know what it is, this job. Like, I always work a lot of hours in this job because, like, people don't want to come in, and we always need extra people there and that. And sometimes I stay a little later than that because, you know, because we're still kind of like, I gotta watch people and that. I gotta still train people because our system manager still doesn't know how to do every single thing in that. And like, there's always been confrontations with bullshit, and that's just fucking disaster. Like, happened today and that. You know, the girl croaker when I have all her friends come up and that, I guess called a friend. It's like a, I don't know, like a butt buddy. I don't fucking know. But we were just, I was just like, it's just how it is, you know. Like, honestly, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Hang out with people that you're working with, I guess. You know, try to get her to hang out with me and that, and because we used to do it a lot, and it was actually fun. That, you know, it was actually a lot of fun. So we went up to Target and that, and then she took me to the gym. So we go to the gym and that, and then. I don't know what it is. I really enjoy this person a lot. And it's getting to the point where it's getting kind of annoying. But the real dreadlock man. When? Oh, it was today, not. I don't know, it just feels nice to be with someone that's similar to me. That's what it is. We're very similar with personality and that. And I don't know. It's like one of those things you meet someone that you're just like, damn, they were fucking super cool hanging around with and that. You don't want to lose it, you know. And I don't know. It just feels good. It's like I've always bond with, you know, certain kinds of people and that. Most of them always bond with women really well. Not because of liking them and that, but I don't know. I just feel more, I don't know. Just one of those. It's one of those things you just kind of feel comfortable with. So what's the problem? Ain't really no problem. That's just taking time, just like any other relationship and that. Just takes time to build stuff and that. with anything. It's one of the things you have to mold into something. You know, you have your ups and downs with things and that. That's kind of the whole point of like getting to know someone that. And now we're getting to that molding part where we're actually starting to realize that, like, we actually start to actually like enjoy each other enough to be able to like oh, let's hang out more, something like that. That's all it is. It's like being in school with someone. You know, you see a friend in school and that, or you see some person in school and that. Finally, you guys mingle and start talking and shit. Like, oh, both like the same video games. And you start mingling even more and that, and eventually, you know, you become friends. And as, you know, the first step is to become friends, you become more loyal friends, you really start the bond, and then you become, you know, like a best friend. Bond and bond and bond and bond. I mean, obviously with a woman, and that's a little bit different, though. Because our bond's very strong in that, but being a woman in that, it's like, how much boundaries are there? And I don't know. And that's what the problem is. I don't know. But I enjoy the person enough to be like, I really don't care about the boundaries. It's like being with you, like having conversations and talking that. It's pretty amazing, honestly. It's like, you never know who you're going to meet in the world and that. And then you do meet someone, you're just like, your bond grows so much from working with them. And I mean, you do hang out with them outside of work and that. It's actually, you know, just one of those things. I haven't had that in a while. It just feels like you're alive, you know? Every day people struggle with meeting people and that. When you actually do meet someone, you're just like, they mean the world to you. You're like, you want to spend as much time with them as you can. Even if it's like during work and then after work. It's one of those things. Like, it's like a light that never goes out. It's always bright. It may dim for a little bit, but then it's always like, the excitement's always there. And it's really hard to find people like that. The interactions have to be like, oh, of all the days I've lived, you know, all the years I lived in that, it's like, I found a couple people like that. And to say it's like, what is it? I don't know. It's just there. That bond is just there. And, I don't know, it makes me happy. You know, it's hard to be happy nowadays. But, hey, first it makes me happy, I might as well go with it, right? You know, it's just very, yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, it is a woman, so when I we'll look at what kind of friendships you can have with a woman, what kind of boundaries are actually cannot cross without being too much, you know? And I don't know that just yet. I enjoy everything about it. Just like, you know, we're having fun today, we're making fun of one of her exes and stuff like that. It's fucking priceless. You know, just someone that she talked to and was mingling with for a little bit and that. And it was nice. You know, we were making fun of everybody. It's making fun of all these people and that, and it was just so fun in that. And it put a smile on my face, and I told her. It's like, yeah, I miss hanging out with you. You know, I mean, you had so much fun together. And she started talking about all the stuff that happened with us, and it makes me happy that she knows. You know, it's just one of those things when someone knows something that happened that they enjoy just as much as you do. It brings in a huge, like, your heart fills up with love. You know, you feel that love from that person, and I personally don't want it to go away. Now, how this person might feel, I have no idea. I'm thinking this person probably feels the same. But, like, hasn't opened up just completely yet. Because, you know, it's a very tender spot in people's life. To be able to open up your heart to someone and say, hey, you know, I want you to feel the same way I do. And it's kind of a little bit of the issue there. Or more or less so an issue. Because what happened today was just like, It's like that person you haven't seen in a while, and finally they come back. You're all like, "Oh my god, all the things that we did together." It it felt like that. You know, we weren't hanging out for like a week or two, and you know, and she was hanging out with some other friends and that where the fuck it might have been. And then, you know, shit, you know, it feels like it's just like it was pointless. And we kind of had a conversation about it a little bit. More or less, it was kind of an argument a couple weeks ago. And I mentioned it today. She, like, dropped me off at the gym and that. And I was just like, you remember when I said this stuff and that? And, you know, like, I felt that, like, vibe from her that she knew. And basically what I said is, like, it's like, I understand you so well. And you know that, because me and you are quite alike. And you can't not think that, you know? It's like, it's there. It has to be there. And I don't know, I don't know what happened there, but like, I felt a bit of a vibe with her that was like, is a clean vibe. Like she enjoyed it and she knew it, but to return this same favor was just like slowly becoming something. And like, it's like I don't want to push anything too much farther than what I have. It's kind of like that teeter-totter effect. You kind of only want to put so much weight on that teeter-totter. You want to have it as balanced as possible. So it's not push the person into something. It's more or less like you did your push. Now it's time to just lay back and have time and feelings become connected. Because it takes time to actually develop what your mind and your heart is telling you. I'm big in psychology, like that's how it normally works. It takes time. You know, like me, I'm very bold. I'm up front with stuff and that, and it's because I am, you know, older in that, so my experience is a little bit higher in that. But like, it's there. I know it's there. It's like that little gleaming light, and you know it's there, but hasn't fully developed into the brightness it needs to. And that's what I believe. That's what's happened. That, you know, and it's always little things in that. It's always little wonders in your mind that, you know, but, you know, biblically, you know, Jesus always told us, you know, God always told us, you know, leave no worries. Let me deal with everything. If it's part of the plan, it's going to happen no matter what anybody says. In due time, things always seem to change. When it comes down to it, I'm not expecting anything. I'm letting it just happen. You know, every day is a gift, and every day things change. When you sleep, you get up, you're a new person. Always. You always grow better. When you're sleeping, that you lose weight. Your mind gets, you know, your mind learns what you did in that day, and you grow. So, like, it's getting to that point where it's like starting to understand the situation more. And I hopefully that she is starting to get it more. And it's a tough subject to talk about, especially if it's something that's very, like, tender. Because love is very tender. And nowadays, in this day and age, people don't want to be in love as much because they're scared of it. They don't want to give in to everything because they feel like they're going to be broken. And I said the reason why people get broken is because there's not enough of the love that you have. You have to understand what love is. Love is a loyalty and a respect between two people. So it means you have to be 100% on it. It's a building block. You have to work on it. It's just like a friendship. You have to work on it. You're going to go through your bads and goods in a friendship. Because a friendship, you have to open up yourself a little bit to understand that person. You have to let them in as they let you in. So you go through the simple struggles in life. That's how it always will be. And as time goes on, your friendship gets better and you start to understand each other more. And once you understand each other more, you know the bad and good. And once you get that, it just keeps on growing. Then you start having more experiences, more memories together. And all of a sudden, you know, if they're deemed to be a really good friend, you have great memories together. You actually put that like your mindsets together. And it's the same thing with relationships with a boy and a girl. I mean, if you're gay or whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's a relationship with people that you actually want to get with. It's a building block. Some people build faster than others, so you have to let the person catch up. If that person doesn't understand it, then more less likely, she or he are going to have to tweak themselves a little bit. Because it's like, oh, well, that's all it is. What friendship ends badly? Well, it's because it's not a friendship then. So when you start connecting things and that, you actually understand there's only so many people in the world that you're going to be friends with and you're going to have relationships with. And that's the thing that has to be done. I believe God puts people in everybody's path that's going to be similar to them so they can understand them and grow with them. And it doesn't matter what anybody says. We're all God's children. God wants us to be happy. He wants us to be satisfied. That's the whole point of God. And when we get people that say don't never want to follow that path, what happens? They end up in torment. They end up in, hating themselves more, not loving themselves at all. They start stressing out more. They start falling into cultist-like ways. And they try I can't figure it out now. It's because you're not letting the plan happen. You're deciding on what you want to do in life. The decision's already made for you. All you have to do is follow it. If someone that created you gives you the opportunity to be with the best person in your life, and he knows, as in God, Father God knows that's going to work out, then why don't you want to be happy with it? That's what it is. They give us reason why we don't like people and we do like people. Like I say, with the thing I'm dealing with. Now this is just, how I see it. I don't know what this person sees at all about it. I get little hints here and there and that. It seems like it's getting a lot more easy for her to express herself. I see all these other girls in that. I have, 3 or 4 girls in that they just won't push on me. I know they like me in that, but they won't push. I talked to them way before I met this person. That I talked to them. They're customers at my job, and that I see them all the time, getting little conversations for a couple minutes, and that you build up a little bit of a relationship. But I couldn't seem to have it pushed to the point where I'm just like, I want to get closer. We don't hang out. We don't do nothing together. And I just see them where I work at. And, the idea in my head, the person you hang out with the most is the person you probably are trying to get closer to. Because you're evolving that person around your life. And that's how it is. There has to be some sort of attraction in any which way to form that bond to be able to want to hang out a lot. And that's what it is right now. And it's got to the point where, in my mind, that what I just went through with this person is starting to come back to be like, oh, that's what happened. We got an argument. I said, I understand you. No one else can understand you but me because we bonded so heavily. So it doesn't matter if you want to say, whatever you want to say. Whatever are the things that you say don't like about me and that. There's more good than bad. And that's what it is. And it's more of a picky situation. So I have to bond myself to, I believe, what this person actually does like and try to make something out of it. And that's the most difficult part because nowadays women, especially say younger women in their 20s and shit, they're just a different breed of woman because of TikTok and the poison that they listen to sometimes. And they listen to other women, more or less, they might have similar issues, but they deal with it a different way. And, you know, I don't like seeing younger women go through that process of getting, say, ran through by a whole bunch of different guys, and then they're just like, I can't get a boyfriend. And, you know, of all the girls I did talk to, I tell them, the best way into a man's heart is a woman. The beauty of a woman. You don't need to be so aggressive. You don't need to argue so much. Your job is the easiest job in the world. Look pretty, be polite, and have good hygiene. And you can be smart. You can understand stuff, and there's nothing wrong with a good personality. But you don't have to do the masculine traits. Just do the feminine traits. Feminine traits are easier because you get more shit done without as much work. You know, beauty is a curse. That's why women get a lot of stuff done faster, and they get to that point in life faster than men because they're already pretty. Guys have to build themselves. The building's already built for them. All they have to do is decorate it, which is the makeup and the beauty. Guys have to build their building, and they have to lift weights. They have to get strong. You know, when you look at a woman from like 18 to 25, they don't really change that much. Look at a man from 18 to 25, you could see the dude's more jacked. He has, you know, 20 to 30 pounds more muscle on him than that. He has to be sometimes. And you have to change your whole entire body structure, which changes your mind structure. And then once you get that mind structure change, and then that woman's gonna notice you, and they're like, "Oh wow, look at you." And that's what it is. And I'm thinking, and a lot of people don't understand that. It takes time to build a building. It's not just hand it to you. You know, some people have it easier than others, but still, as a man, you still have to build yourself. It doesn't matter. It's just how it's always going to be. And that's why it's good for people to start off younger. You know, when you're 13 years old, get a workout plan. Start doing push-ups. Start doing sit-ups and that. You know, if you have to do weights in that, do little weights in that. Build up your body in that. Because you do a good exercise routine with good diet in that, you're going to have great sleep anyway because you're young. That's going to happen when you're 16. You're going to look fucking crazy. You're going to feel great. You're going to already have 20, 30 pounds of muscle on you. And you're going to be athletic as hell. And you're going to have all the stuff that you would need at 16. And 18, then all of a sudden you got everything done. All you have to do is work and make money. Your energy levels are high. Your intelligence constantly increases because you got mass discipline. If it comes down to that. Then all of a sudden, you know, you're getting the girl of your dreams. And she's getting the man of her dreams. That's how it should be. But it's not like that. Because men stay children longer to a certain extent. But once it hits to certain points where there's like a divide, I think it's when you just hit 18 to 21, that's when your cells divide for the third time every 7 years. That's when you change. And of course, experiences and stuff like that, happens to make it easier. That's just how it is, you know. And that's kind of the psychological thing that everyone has to go through. You don't know who you're going to meet. Sometimes you meet people in school. Sometimes you get married out of high school. Most times you don't. So you meet people in college. That's when you get married out of college. Sometimes you don't. If you're working a lot in that, you meet people at work in that, there's going to be a woman that's going to come in. It's going to pique your fucking interest. That's just how it is. And sometimes you wait. Like me, even waiting, you know, for a decade now. And, you know, and it's getting to that point, you know. I want to be happy, too, as a man. I don't want to be miserable anymore. I want to know, not that I am miserable now, but, like, I want to be happy just like anybody else. And so if God is chosen for me to be happy because of this person, then I'm going to take it. You know, there's a little bit of fear with this. Yeah, I don't want to not let this person go. I don't want this person to go anywhere. I want this person. And it's going to become a need. I'm going to need this person. That's like a life together. If you get so close to someone on that, and throughout the months, and say a year, let's say a year or two, normally after a year, so if you really bond really heavily, you kind of can't let that person go. And I hope it's like that, because it'd be precious to me. You know, this person that I'm talking about is like a precious stone to me. Like, when I'm with her, I feel alive. I feel so comfortable. The interactions are clean, and I don't want to give it up. I will die before I give it up, because I don't want to give it up. I don't care if this person wants to deny whatever feelings she might have. I don't want to. And I don't know what to say. That's basically what it is. And, it's a little touching to me. So, I mean, it's out there for everybody. The roughness that you have to go through to secure something, if it's precious to you, it's worth the pain and agony. It is worth it. It's like all the scrapes and cuts that you get from touching that precious stone, molding it, and like getting to where it's just like, you're like, it's a shine, it glows like a light in the dark. And the light in the dark is, it's precious to you. Is that love? That's exactly what love is. Something that's precious to you. You don't want to let it go. You do whatever it takes to maintain it and to keep it. And that's what a woman is. A woman is a precious stone. If you find someone that is precious to you, you should not let it go. All it wants to do is sparkle and shine, so you polish it. And that's what men do with women. We polish women, and the woman, gives us their light. It gives us their love, and that it makes us uprise higher than a normal man that doesn't have someone. And that's the idea behind it. And that's what love actually is. Something that's precious to you. It's like you don't want to let it go. And that's the idea of God gives to us and tells us there's a precious stone out there for you. And once you find it, do not let it go. No matter how mad or how upsetting, say she might be towards you at the beginning, if your bond's that strong, it's always a magnet. You always will go back together. The ends will always meet. There's all kinds of theories about this stuff like that. But the precious stone, thought is, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to wake up every morning with the gorgeous, the girl of your dreams right in front of you? It's not even saying a porn star on that. It doesn't matter about that. It's just the girl you could look at every morning and just be like, how did I get that? And like the little things that happen in life, even a simple stretch can lighten up your day. That's what it is to be in love. It's amazing. I don't think people understand that nowadays. They don't want to. They get shit-stained stones because they're like, oh, I have to be with that person tonight because they give me a blowjob or something like that. They're like sexual towards them and that. And they try to polish that shit stone and it's still shit. But when it's not a shit stone, when it's actual, whatever you might like a ruby or something like that, it's a little dusty up front, which is getting to know the person. You build that bound, you build that stuff with them, and then all of a sudden you're polishing, and then all of a sudden it gets to that point of glow, and that's when you fall in love with it. You're like, wow, I'm in love with this person. I know a lot of things about this person, and your heart tells you this. Your heart just gives it out. It's like, sometimes people deny it up front. Because there's just a denial. Like I said, it's hard to open yourself up to someone and let someone in if you had issues in the past, which a lot of people do, including myself. But it's like I give two fucks anymore. I just want to just let someone in. Because if I know that it's right, and I know it's not wrong, I'm going to pursue it because it needs to happen. For my sake and for her sake. And that's the honest, feelings that I have. Anyone that has these sort of feelings of that, it gets to that point where a lot of men struggle with this. And the stuff that happens, that it makes you so upset. But that's what love is. It's just like when people say, like open marriage people, they'll say sex is just an enjoyment. Love is love. Lust is lust. That's basically what it is. So a girl can lust after a dude and not be in love, but the person they are in love with, they always go back to. Why? Because they know that person is actually there for them. And they know that eventually they're going to be like, I have to be loyal. And that's what it is nowadays. And of course, a lot of girls are not loyal up front, especially, if they got, trauma and that. But I think they deserve love too. It's like people say, get fat chicks need loving too. They're being truthful about that. Everyone deserves to be loved. I mean, obviously I wouldn't date an overweight bitch, because that's fucking disgusting to me, but some people are all like, well, fuck, take a shot. If someone's that much overweight, like, they look like an Oompa Loompa, or like a fucking big old fat troll or something like that, you're like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Big pancake ass, still pancake ass. I like mine with a bubble on it. I like bubble ass. It's got to look at least decent enough to be like, damn, girl, you look good. That's just me, but everybody else is different, though. Yeah, it's just really curious about all that stuff. I just want to give, there's hope out there for every man, or even every woman in that. Sometimes a person that's right in front of you is the one you want to be with, and you probably need to be with. That's how it always seems to work. It's the thing you overlook. So like you're worried about X, XYZ, but it's it's the A, B, C you need to worry about, because the thing you're not looking at, you're looking at XYZ, and then you got the A, B, C to look at. And of course, it's the end and the beginning of, something. So sometimes people skip over what's right in front of them because they're not that complete sort of person they want. Pickiness is a bitch. I say, if I love you and I care about you, your beauty will fade into me. I had some girls that were not that good. I got some girls that were fucking gorgeous. But beauty doesn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, once you get to know someone, they look like a person that you know, not a person that you see. That's what it is. I don't see this person. I know this person. And like when I look at her, she's pretty, but I don't see it like that. I see it as I know her. And it's confusing. That's how it is. So love never really mattered about that. People are saying, no, why do people date these certain people and not, this person's ugly, that person's hot. Because inside your mind, you don't know anything about them. And that's what it is. You could say, I desire this person because of their beauty. You get to know them, you're all like, they're beautiful, but they're ugly. That's the key. And so when it comes down to certain things, it'd be like, oh, that person might not be the exact person I want. But there's stuff about that person that fits me better than anybody else that turns into beauty. And the beauty works through the mind too. And, of course it's not to say that this person I'm talking about doesn't think I'm attractive looking. Obviously. It's there, but, actions speak louder than words. And it's something to work with. Sometimes it's very difficult to be, like I say, open up to people. It's very difficult. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you don't realize it until it's too late. And, and for the man's sake, the man has to ignore or push back. And that's what happened. I ignored, I pushed back, I let stupid shit happen that I didn't like it. No, I didn't like it at all because I love this person. I despise certain things this person, says and that sometimes and that, or even does. And it all came back in the full circle. And that's what happened today. In a big long-ass conversation. I just can't repeat myself, but hey. And once that happened, I said it. Like you came walking. This is what I say. You came walking back to me because you know that not many people are going to understand you as much as me because me and you are alike. It's a bond that's very, very strong, and you don't get that a lot. And it becomes beautiful. That's the stone. That's the polished stone. She is now going to be polished now. She's becoming the light. She's becoming very bright. Which means, that's why they call it the butterfly effect. It's like a honeymoon thing. And I can't say that really up front because I don't know. But it's there. And now it's up for her to shine and give me her affection. And when she does start to give me the affection, and she leads me in closer to her ruby, which is her heart, then it's going to be a connection. And sometimes they don't disappear. You know, your whole entire life, no matter how far away someone is, I always say true love doesn't matter how far away you are. That connection is going to be there. It'll never feel the same as it was before. And despite the fact that people might think they're in love with someone because they hang out with them a lot, the truth is, you're not. You're in love, but you're not love. You can fall in love with someone. That means you're falling for them. You're opening yourself up just enough to let them in. But when you're all the way in love, your heart beats with them. And that is what it is to be a soulmate. That's what it is to be with someone. You treasure the whole aspect of that person. And that's what we're missing. God wants that for us. Christ wants that for us. Your parents, everybody wants that for all humanity. I want everyone to be in love with someone and have that full-on connection. Because love always wins. You know why? Because God is love. If God didn't sacrifice his son, Jesus Christ, for us, we'd be all in hell. Some people say, well, that's just a belief. It's not a belief because there's more truth behind what happened than any other book that's ever been written. It's the truth. It's the lifestyle everyone should live. You know, nowadays there's all these religions that. Well, it said in the good book, Jesus said, look out for false prophets and false religions. It was a false religion when he came to earth as Son of God. He came to earth. It was false religion then, back 2,000 years ago. That's funny. And now other false religions come up. And that's the whole point. To live an eternal of life, something that is precious to you, like that first piece of candy you had as a child. That's what it is. It's so good. It's so tasty. And like you can just sit there and smell the sugar aroma on that. And you're all like, Daddy, Mommy, I want more. And then you get fat, get diabetes, you get older, and you end up dying anyway. But anyway, I'm saying is that flavor. Or the first time you actually fall in love, that connection. You can see it in their eyes. God made eyes to tell the truth, not to be falter. That's why you see the truth and you hear the lies. You can speak the lies, but you can see the truth. What's the point of having eyes? A blind man doesn't know the truth. Maybe by the tone of voice and that, how they talk, but they still can't see other people's eyes. When you look at someone else's eyes, that happened to me multiple times. I know when I'm in love. The eyes, the glare, the stares, that they just have to be there. And, you know, it doesn't matter how far people think that it's like, oh, that's all bullshit. It's not. And it's there. If your eyes can't tell you the truth, then why do you have them for? You see the truth right in front of me. I can see myself grab something. Is it true because I can grab it if I close my eyes? You know, I wouldn't know what I'm grabbing. I'd be like, oh, the texture. It could be something. But when I open them, I see what I'm grabbing. The eyes don't falter unless you're, you know, blind, like nearly almost blind, but still. See just enough. That's what we got color for. God made color. Isn't that amazing what our creator did? He made color to see different colors, to see the reds and blues and greens and oranges and violets and purple and tangerine, whatever it is. It's beautiful. We miss out on that. We're learning not to see what God created us, because it said in the good book, to know my creation is to know me. To look at my creation, to see my creation is to know me. To be part of my creation, to be part of my nature. Be part of the nature. You ever sit outside and you just ponder away? It's just a nice, perfect day. It's like 75 degrees, got a little bit of a breeze in that. And you just look up at the stars. And you just ponder away at how beautiful it is. That's what it's like. It's never not beautiful. It's always beautiful to see the stars, see the gleaming lights, especially with someone, and you're cherishing the moment with that person. You're holding hands with her, or she's holding hands with you, or whatever, vice versa. And you cherish the moments. You get a little piece of heaven when you look at the stars, and it brings you together. Another thing they say, there's three people that you need in your life. The person you love, he and she, and God. It's always three. Sounds like the Trinity, right? If you say Trinidad. You need God in your relationship. And people try to say, what do I need God in a relationship or Christ in a relationship? Because Christ himself is what gave you the love and created all this for you to have that. People don't want to like that stuff. Like, make you bring up God and that. I make my own decisions that I make my decision when that day comes. Every day is a gift. If you let Christ, Father God or Son Jesus Christ take over, what do you have to worry about? You got the highest of highest taking over your life. People always worry about this stuff. I don't worry about shit. I really don't. My anxieties are gone. I feel a lot better about myself than that. I'm acting like myself more than ever. I'm goofy as hell in that. Make fun of people in that. It's just who I am. I'm an asshole, That's the idea. Why do people have anxieties? Because you always worry about the next day. I don't care. I don't know. Knowing that you don't know is what makes you have anxiety, because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You could wake up and be pitch black. Or you could wake up and, and all of a sudden, something just happens out of nowhere. Maybe you get blown up or something. You don't know. And why they say every day is a gift, because every day what you want to happen has to happen. If you don't have that happen, then you'll never know what God has planned for you. And that's what happened today with me. It happened. I gave my feelings, I gave my thoughts towards this person, and it connected. And now the interactions, okay, enough puns. The interactions are growing stronger now. Because if I didn't interact with her today, the other days that say the day that we're gonna now hang out, it would never happen. Because if I didn't interact with her, I wouldn't be hanging out with her when we're off. That's how God works. It's astounding. I don't know how people don't understand that now. I mean, I've been listening to the biblical text and that when I go to sleep and that, and now it's all starting to make sense. If you don't do something in that day, then how are you going to know what's going to happen tomorrow? You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You're going to regret your choices, and that's what it is. So if you want to have anxiety in that and say, I have to say picture perfect things, just say what is actually there. People always say, players say, well, you're going to get rejected a lot. You do get rejected a lot, but if you don't express your feelings towards that person, you never know. And when you start expressing your feelings, this is where the devil comes in. The devil does not like you to be in love. The devil does not want you to be with a person. And you can go tell that motherfucker to fuck off because he has no place in my world because of Christ. The interactions are there. It's a building block. It takes a lot of courage to accept full-on love. And when you accept, you have to, like this precious stone, you have to guard it with your life. Because that person should mean your life. Should mean everything. Everything. And that's what makes a true man. These men nowadays are a bunch of pussies. You know, they want to do the bare minimum. And that's why women are like the way they are. And, you know, it's not saying they don't do the full thing in that, but the idea behind it is the bare minimum. I'm talking about players, people that just fuck around, bang chicks all day and day. They put a bad reputation out on guys like me that actually want to fall in love. And so I say, you know, to the players that, go fuck yourself. You're not doing anything good for anybody. You're creating more problems than anything else. Like the Andrew Tates of the world. Ah, fuck you, Andrew Tate. You're a horrible person. No one cares about you. You're bald and ugly as fuck. No one cares about you. You look like a fucking bald-headed troll. You little fucked up big-ass mouth and shit. You look like one of those fat dudes that eats too damn much. Big-ass mouth, motherfucker. And you fucking Photoshop pictures and shit. Fuck you, no one cares about you. Be nice about it. That man's changed the world for the worse. And now people are like, oh, follow him. I follow one. I follow Jesus Christ. That's it. If any human being wants to say they're better than God, you're welcome to my table. And they won't. They can't. Because they know they step over that boundary inside their mind. Their brain's like, I ain't doing that. I'm sorry, bro. I'll change you a different religion and try to act like that's much better. I'm sorry. No matter what religion you are. There's been no proof of any other religion actually existing besides Jesus, Father God, and the Holy Spirit. That's pretty much it. You know. That's it. People can say, I have a lot of Muslims and that talk to me and that. Oh, convert to Islam. I'm like, why? It's like, well, because it's the truth. Your Bible literally tells that Jesus was God. Oh, no. It literally says that in there. And if you guys, you pick up your fucking book and actually read it all the way through, you actually understand. Stop picking verses and that. Because I never want to read their whole book through. I want to pick pointless verses. And I'm just like, okay. And they want to hammer the Holy Bible and that, pick certain verses and that. I'm like, it never says he was the Son of God. It says it throughout the whole entire Bible. Literally. The prophet Isaiah and all these prophets and that, you know, they're saying that. And like people are like, oh no, you're just need to understand this. Because what makes truth true? Eyewitnesses. So when people have eyewitness accounts, and there's 12 disciples with Christ, saw the miracles, saw the healings. And the thing is, after Christ died, which I started learning stuff, all the disciples got brutally fucking murdered. They all got brutally killed. And they were happy to die. Because they knew that it was real. Blew my mind. I'm like, really? They said John, for instance, got boiled alive. But since he was in true faith with Jesus, he didn't get harmed. That is astounding. God literally protected him from dying. And he boiled it into oil and did no harm. Dude literally walked out of it, and they all believed in God after that. They all believed in Christ. The whole entire, it was like a big old, like, cauldron with a whole bunch of seats around him, like a cathedral. And as soon as they saw that, they all believed. They all bowed their heads to Christ. That is astounding. That story blew my mind. I'm like, wow, that is some inspiration and some dedication. How's that not real? Who the fuck was believing all these other bullshit religions? They're not. They're religions. That's what they call religions. They say, well, Christianity. It's not about Christianity. It's about Jesus Christ and God. That's it. Christianity can be confused because it's a religion. No, it's not. I follow Christ in the way he does things. Is it hard to follow nowadays? Absolutely. You know, everything is very difficult to follow because our culture is so bound to bullshit. And it gets to the point where you're just like, I don't know what to do. What did Jesus say? What did God say? Pray. When do people pray anymore? I pray every night. I pray every morning. I pray every day. You know, I say the Father's Prayer and that. I ask for, you know, I don't want to ask for anything because God's already going to give me everything anyway. But sometimes I want to be, you know, and ask, you know, take my anxieties away, you know, take all these bad things away from me and give me your grace. That's what grace is there for. To take all your worries away and say, hey, I love you and I have your back. That is astounding. Why don't people do it? Why you gotta worry about anything? You know, you let the Almighty of Almighty Creator and His Son Christ deal with everything. That's astounding. I don't have to do shit. I just live my life. I give thanks. It's like your father. If you loved your father, you know, sometimes it's hard to give thanks sometimes. Other things do happen in that. But when you give thanks, it makes you feel better. Give thanks. And sometimes it's difficult. But to the Heavenly Father, you go to bed, you always have 30 minutes before you go to bed. You always have 30 minutes before you, fully wake up in that. You know? Give thanks. I just say, thank you, Heavenly Father, for everything. Thank you for this blessed day. Thank your Son for dying on the cross for me, and thank you for His Holy Spirit He grants me to guide me towards your plan, to guide me to be better and to be stronger and push me forward. And then you talk about your anxieties. Today at work and now I'm dealing with all this stuff and that. I want you to help me and guide me through it. Take my anxieties away. Let you be the one to guide me. And you keep on doing that. You keep on doing it. And eventually what happens? You get answered. This is the biggest thing. People always think, God answers in what way? He answers in the way that's best for you. If you say, I love this person, I love her with all my heart, I want her to know that, I want her to feel it, I want her to be driven by it. And then what happens? You give all your anxieties, you give your love, your frustrations, and that's what happens. You gain confidence enough to say, I love being with you. I want to be more with you. I miss hanging out with you. I can't not live without you by my side. I want you to, I need you. What do you say? I need you to be in my life. It's like, God, you need God to be in your life. I don't want anything from God. He gave me everything anyway. I don't need $1 million. I don't give 2 fucks about having that $1 million. I'd rather just be happy. And just to say, if something does happen, I get wealthy out of nowhere, I can just thank God anyway. Because that's what the plan is. That becomes very unique. And that's what's really nice about it. It makes me so thrilled. I like preaching. It's not saying about preaching the Word of God. It's just understanding how it works. And of course, preaching certain things for that. And you got these preachers and those preachers. I do it for the money. Not something. I don't care. I love my life. I love what's going on in my life. If the interactions get worse and I say something that's happened, it's not meant to be. But that's the idea behind it. It becomes beautiful. But things end up happening in the way they need to because you pray for it. I haven't prayed for anything for so long until I met this girl. And I pray every day. I pray every day, every night. You know, I'm in love with this girl and that. I want her to know that. I tell her that, but she seems to be struggling with it. I pray to help her see the ways that I see her. I want to have this person be that person for me. And the interactions are cleaner now. Everything's happening cleaner now. Now, it could be by coincidence. Or it could be by me having faith in the Lord and God. It just blows my mind. So when I was younger than that, I had it in me. When you're younger than that, you always have God's favor. God blesses children all the time. As you get older than that, you lose faith. Or use faith. You start to lose faith, and guess what happens? You start to get what? More anxiety. You start getting on medicine to that. You start to not grow anymore. You plateau. You worry about, I need money and all that stuff and that. Love doesn't care how much money you have. Okay. Love only cares about how happy you are with that person. Love can give you money. It can build you up because love is God and God is love. You know, why would God create us and give us free will to decide our lives without having a favor for us? You know, if he wasn't in love with us as his children, as you should be, we'd be stuck being, you know, thrust into, if you don't do this, you get this. And, you know, and just say that's how it probably was in the Old Testament, to a certain extent. Because, you know, people were driven by so much because of the double. But that's why when Jesus died, he took care of the double for us so we don't have to. We don't have to fight anymore. We just have to believe. There's no fighting anymore. We have to believe. Faith. Our faith is what drives our world forward. You know, when God was in the schools and that, kids were better. Kids got out better and that. They had issues and that. But the ones that truly believe and they, like, studied the book and that and they understand. Jesus said, not everyone's going to understand me. He said that. He's like, not everyone's going to understand what I'm saying that. I have scholars research the stuff over and over again. They're like, well, I don't completely get it. But I do. I get it. In simple terms, I see it. And I see it a lot. That was I born with the blessing? I was. That's why a lot of people don't like me. I get that a lot. Because I don't care about the faulty truth. I care about the truth. And yes, there is a difference. Faulty truth is the whispers in your ear to try and make it look like it's true. You know, truth itself is compassion. You have to have compassion to have honest truth. And that's what I have around me. People tell me the truth. I'm like a big magnet. I always get the truth out of people, man. And sometimes it could take a while. So, for instance, my one of my managers, my GM and that, he actually started talking about some stuff in that. He said about his rental now. He said, I don't have a rental because I don't have any more rentals. And then he told me the truth out of nowhere. And that's what it is. And that's what this girl, I'm getting excited about because it's what happened. That's what this girl's doing. Out of nowhere, burst of truth comes out. Multiple times. Enormous amount of times out of nowhere. Like this person will say, you're cute. And like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, this is coming out of nowhere. Let's hang out today. Do you want to go out with me? Do you want to do this? You want to do that? You want to do this? I'm like, why are you like out of nowhere? I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay. Like, okay, you know. And now my GM's telling me, oh yeah, the reason why I didn't have a rental because I didn't want to pay all this money per month for the rental. And for the longest time, he said it was because of this and this. And then he finally told me the truth. Out of nowhere. I wasn't even talking about this shit. He's like, oh yeah, honestly, bro, it's just because of this and that. So, if God gave me a blessing to people tell me the truth about how they feel about things and that, guess what it is? I'm blessed by God. Period. It's happened my whole entire life. So, they say the chosen ones are blessed by God. Always walk alone. I always walk alone. I don't have any friends. I have people I talk to, obviously online people, and that because online's very big, but like I don't like walking with people that I can't trust, and that's what it is. But the truth gets put out because they know that for some reason the truth has to be told. And that's why this interaction with me and this girl is getting to that point. What is the truth behind what's going on? And the honest truth is, I'm not going to be 100%, and I'm just going to throw this out there as what I think. This person's honestly in love with me. And it's really hard for her to express that because she doesn't understand, or she doesn't understand. She's having a tough time realizing that. And why I think this is because a preacher came by. And it wasn't because of that day, it was what happened a year ago. So a preacher came by, I was up at dinner and that. I've told this story maybe a couple times. And he instantly talked to me because he knew I was one of the chosen ones. He knew I was blessed. He immediately just started talking to me. He's talking about interactions that he knew. He said something. He says, basically he was saying I have a message from God. And I'm like, okay, that's basically what it was. And he says, pray for the woman that you want. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about all the things, like, the big ass titties and shit. And I'm like, okay. So the girl that I wanted, I'm like, okay. Not even a year later, just to say, I got the job where I'm at now. And a girl got hired on. And, the interactions were a little upfront in that, I was being nice and trying to be respectful in that. It was a little awkward, obviously, because I didn't know her that much. And the preacher came by, literally a couple weeks ago. Say 2 weeks ago. He came by. He had a conversation with me. And I told him the truth. And so, he just she's the girl of my dreams, I love her a lot, and that I'm very interactive with her, and that, I really, really like her. The only problem is, we got a little bit of an age difference in that. I'm just like, I don't want to destroy something that I don't know that's there. I don't want to feel broken, no one's feel broken or rejected in that. So I talked about that, and he told me now it's true. He's like, you are in love. Did you express yourself to her? And I said, yeah, I did. I told her that, honestly, I love you, and I see a lot with you in that, and it was more like a boundary type thing, like a little friendship love, and then it started to grow into actual, wow, I really honestly want to be with this person. That we're both really fucked up. That's probably why. Yeah, we're pretty fucked up. A little psychotic in that. They like some strange things, but that's what Bond does. And we like making fun of people. Oh my god, it makes me fuck people. It's fucking hilarious. And so he talked to her about it. And he was being upfront. He told her everything that I said. He told her everything. And this is where it got to it. The eye contact. This is what's very important with eye contact. Eye contact is very, 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 very important. And the eye contact. He said something. I believe he said, that boy's in love with you. And you know that, right? And she looked right at me. Our eyes connected it was like lightning connected. It was just that bond was silent. Everything went silent. And I saw her eyes, and that way her eyes were opened up and that. And somebody looked away and just stopped. And I never had an interaction with someone in a very long time like that. And so anyway, whatever conversations happened in that. And so anyway, we had a little conversation about that, and or she was being more dramatic about that. And then, a week or two later, that preacher came by again, and she wasn't there. And I talked to him about that. I said, what did you say to her? And he said, I said the exact thing that I said to you. And I said, you see the way she looked at me? And he says, yeah. And he said, she's in love with you, but she doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't know how to speak it. She doesn't understand why it's there. And it's sad. Nowadays, people don't know why they're in love with people. They don't see it because they're blinded by cultural bullshit. And it's sad. I don't. That's why I say I don't want to let it go. I can't. It's nearly impossible. I'm already in this. I'm going all the way. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. Like, I want to be with this person, no matter how many times this person wants to say, like, well, I don't want, but I do. And like little stuff in that I say now, like, oh, you're being sweet. I thought you didn't like me in that, and like it's that bond and that, and like no one wants that to go away. I'd rather die than have it go away. So yeah, sure. I would rather die than to not to say that I can't show my full-on love for someone that I know I can bond with very, very easily. And so I'm just looking at it from all this stuff that's happening. So we had an expression one day. She was I don't know, we were watching a horror movie together and that. And like he said out of nowhere, she's like, if I ever got kidnapped, I know you'd be the first one to find me. And I was thinking to myself, like, why would she say that? It's an awkward thing to say, but in her own mind, she knows that I love her. She knows I would do anything. I mean, anything to protect her. That's what she was saying. In a fucked up way, but that's what she was saying. And I said, well, yeah, I do anything. I die for you, and that because I deeply care about you and that, And like, that's the whole idea about being a man, is you die for your spouse. You do whatever it takes. That's how it should be. And like, it was just that moment where I thought to myself, I'm like, in her own kind of fucked up way, she identifying what we have in a really weird way. And it's really fascinating psychologically to be like, wow, I would never know it like that. Red hands fucking loose. I think I'm moving a lot. I gotta have my fan on that. Yeah. That thing is really loose. But, it's kind of a tough decision, but honestly, I'm good with it. Go down. And I just hope that she's ready for it just as much as I am. That's all I have to say. And I don't think this person is right now. So as the preacher was talking to me that, he was telling me that stuff, and that's like, you tell her you tell her your affection, that, and you let her be the one. Because he said this, and this is the honest truth. If she really does love you the way you love her, she will crawl through hell to get to you. Because she knows the idea of not being with you is going to hurt her more than it to be with you. And that's the idea behind it. Like, it doesn't matter what happens to that. Like, she can, flirt around with dudes and that. But until that time comes when she realizes, I don't want to lose this person, then the idea is going to come where it's going to be like, that's the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. And that's the idea that people should have. I don't want to search anymore. Fuck that. I've searched so damn long in that. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, like, I can't even, I can't even think about another woman. All I think about is her. Like, 24/7. That's just like, it's constantly on my mind. Like, some people say, oh, it's a fixation. It's not fixation because it's love. I'm in love. I can't help myself for not being in love with this person. And the idea behind it is that people want to say, oh, you know, it's just this and that. I'm like, it's because you're fucking stupid. It's not about the attraction. Yeah, she's very beautiful, man. It's not my first gorgeous woman that I felt like got close to in that. But I want to be my last. I'm done. It's, you know. Sometimes you just want to grow old with someone and say, you're the only thing I got, other than God and Christ. Because at the end of the day, everyone dies. Your parents die, your grandparents die, your parents die, then you grow old and eventually you die. And you don't want to be alone. You want to have that person. You know, the idea of death is to have the best life you can have. And of course, the interaction of that life has to come down to the decisions that you make. Some people want to go through careers and the money thing and that, especially as a woman in that, they realize that sometimes it's not, love is better. You know, like it's hard nowadays, like say like scenario time, if anything happened that, then like the interactions are perfect and she engages with me, I will do whatever it takes to make life better for this person. Obviously, yeah. If anything happens in that, I'd be like, you're more welcome to stay with me. You're more welcome to be closer to me. I don't care. Like, I want to be able to protect you. And the idea of protection is to have them close. For that person close. And it's an honor code that men have to keep. And, you know, it gets to the point, it is going to get hard. You know, because sometimes the interactions are very difficult. You see another pretty girl in that, and the idea in your mind, the devil's going to be like, hey, this girl's pretty, she got fatter butt. Hey, she's got bigger boobs than that. That's the stuff you have to deal with. And then it gets to the point where, like, I don't care. I really don't care. If all I see is her, all the other women are blind to me. Because I don't care. I go to the gym and I see lots of good-looking girls, and I've been over me now, I look away. You know, if she fucking, like, hunched her back a little bit, I'd be full-on, like, staring. Because I want that. I want that. I don't want anybody else. Why? You know, am I a perfect person for this person? I don't know. I think that whatever it is, it is. I don't know yet. So, I mean, honestly, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, the honest truth is, if it's not what it's supposed to be, I'll just have to be, you know, the person that is going to drive her forward and protect her, be a man of defending, you know, defender. You know, for my happiness, you know. I don't want it like that, but if that's what the actual thing is, then will I take away my happiness for her to be happy? I mean, I don't want to, but if it came down to that, then I would have to. And you know, I don't want it, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. It's just one of those days, you know. I don't know. And it gets kind of scary sometimes. The more I talk about it, the more I try to understand it, and like, just don't know. So I let God do everything for me. He knows best for me, so I'm gonna let Him deal with it. It's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it is meant to be, then, like God said, it shall be. So I'm gonna get off from that. You guys have a good day.